Hello everybody, this is Joseph Norman and welcome to Lesson 4 with Pure Data for our digital music making class. Today we're going to build a couple FM synthesizers. One will be used to generate harmony and the other to generate a melodic line. And we will also be building a makeshift counter so that we can have order to our pitches and our rhythms as opposed to the randomization that we've been using thus far. Alright, so to begin, let's go ahead and save our file. We're going to call this lesson4.pd. And let's begin by building our synthesis module. So we're going to create a new patch. And we're going to save this as lesson4fm.pd. Actually .cl.pd, of course. Alright. So let's go ahead and create our inlet. And let's begin with just the synthesis portion. So let's create our M to F object that will be useful shortly. And then let's go ahead and create an oscillator. And above that oscillator, let's create the plus tilde. And then we're going to go ahead and create another oscillator over here. And then we're going to create a signal multiplier box. Attach the oscillator to the left inlet of that signal multiplier, and then we're going to attach the oscillator in here to the right inlet of the addition box, and let's attach the M to F to the left inlet. Okay, and then we're going to create a couple receive objects. First one will be to receive the modulation frequency. Our mod freak. There we go. And we'll set that here above the oscillator. And another one will be to receive the mod depth, which will be basically the amplitude of our modulation wave here. So we'll just call that mod depth. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and make it so that the modulation frequency is a ratio of our MIDI to frequency. So let's create a multiplier. And let's just, for now, just give a stand-in value of 1. Okay, and we'll attach the modulation frequency to that. And then we will attach the multiplier box to this. And let's go ahead and make, let's see, a trigger float for the moment. So create a new object, TFF. And so we will send the MIDI number here, the MIDI to frequency, to the TFF, and then the right inlet of TFF will go to the multiplier box, and then the left inlet will go to the addition box. There we go. Alright, and then the next thing that we need to do, we need to create an envelope here inside of our subpatch, so we're going to create a signal multiplier, and then we're going to create our pack, and we'll just say 0, 500, and a delay of 500, and then pack 1 500. Let's move these to different places. Here we go. Okay, and then let's create our receive attack and put that into the right inlet of pack, and we're going to create a receive release, and we're going to put that into the right inlet of pack 0. And let's go ahead and create a trigger float TFF for the attack. That way we can send a value both to the right inlet of the pack and the right inlet of the delay. Excellent. And we're going to create a V line tilde, and we're going to attach both packs to that. And we're going to attach the V line here. Okay, what else do we want to do? Oh, let's go ahead and change this trigger float to a trigger float bang bang. Okay, and we'll attach this inlet here to pack 1, and then this inlet here to the delay. Okay, good, and then let's go ahead and create an outlet. Good, and we will save. So we have lesson for fm.cl.pd. Okay, let's go ahead and create our clone. Clone lesson for fm.cl64. Okay, excellent. All right, so now let's go ahead and create our metronome. Let's say 250. And our toggle box, Command-Shift-T. All right. And so this is where we're going to go ahead and build our counter. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to create an integer box, and then we want to create an addition box. And we'll say +1 for right now. And then we'll attach integer into the left inlet there. And then we're going to create a modulus. Okay, let's see, so that will be the percentage symbol here. And then we'll say we want mod 4. Okay. And then we will have an output here, and we will wrap this input back over here into the integer box on the right side. And now, if I turn on the metronome here, let's test it out. We have numbers now going from 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it counts. All right, so from here, we can go ahead and make a select object. So let's go ahead and say select, or just cell, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll attach this here. And let's go ahead and create a sequence of messages designed for our rhythms, our durations. Okay, so the first one, let's go ahead and say 4,000. And then let's make another one and say 1,000. And another one, let's say 2,000. And then another one, let's say 1,000. Okay, and these will be the values of durations for the chords that we will create. Okay. And then, there we go, all attached. Okay. Let's change this metronome to be 4,000 here, just as we get started. And let's go ahead and attach our message boxes back up here to the metronome. Okay. And then let's go ahead and move this down here. And let's actually create a trigger bang bang in between the metronomes. T, B, B. We'll have this right inlet go here. And let's go ahead and create a random. So we have some randomly generating chords. We'll say random 7. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and create a select object. Cell, and let's say 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then let's go ahead and create some messages, and let's say we want 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, and 72. All right, we've basically got a little whole tone scale here. Okay. Attach these up. Okay, and we want to go ahead and create our next message, next $1. And then we'll go ahead and run all of these into that. Okay. And we will attach that in there. And since we want to go ahead and make this into actual chords, let's go ahead and duplicate that top portion, and then duplicate it again. Okay, and we'll attach each one of these to next. Oops, move this here, okay. There we go. Attach this one as well. There we go. Okay, and let's go ahead and add in a couple B's in between that. Move again the last bang to the integer here. And then we'll send these other two first to this one, and then to this one. Okay, excellent. Next step, let's go ahead and create some of our vertical sliders. So we're going to want to create one here, and let's just make this our attack slider, so 20 to 4000 logarithmic. Okay, Command 3 to create a number so we can keep track of what's going on there, and then Command 1 to say send attack. Let's go ahead and duplicate that, and then we'll just change attack to release here. Okay, create another V slider. Properties, let's go ahead and say we want this to be able to go from 0.1 up to 4 logarithmic. Whoops. Let's try that again. I think I changed the height and width. Okay, let's try this again. 0.1 to 4 logarithmic. Good. Create the number box, and then send mod freak. Okay, and then one last V slider. Okay, and then we'll change the value of this in properties. And this one, let's go ahead and say from 1 to 20,000 logarithmic. Okay, create the number box, create the send mod depth. Okay, let's go ahead and create a signal multiplier, and we're going to say 0.25 for the moment. We're going to create a DAC. Okay, make sure that the DSP is turned on. Let's give it some values for attack and release. Let's see, bring those up to about 2,000, and this one to 1,000. Bring up the mod freak a little bit, bring up our depth, and let's see if we have audio. Yeah, it's a little bit rich. Let's go ahead and change our amplitude there. Maybe bring our depth down a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's turn that off now. So then, to build the melodic portion of our patch, let's go ahead and create a duplicate of our clone. Okay, and let's open up that duplicate. And we're going to change it and say save as lesson for FM2.cl. Okay, and let's just change the name of this lesson for FM2.cl64. And let's open that up. And we want to just make some slight alterations. Let's change this to receive mod freak 2, receive mod depth 2, attack 2, release 2. Let's go ahead and save. Okay, and then let's select all of our V sliders, move them down here, and let's go ahead and change our sends now to say attack 2, release 2, mod freak 2, mod depth 2. Excellent. Okay, move these over here a little bit so we have some more room. Move these over here so we have some room. Okay, and then let's go ahead, since we're only dealing with one of these at a time, let's go ahead and move our metronome over here. Let's copy our duration, our counter object. Command D, we're going to copy that, move that over here. Let's change these durations to be a little bit faster. Let's say 125, 250, 125, 500. That'll be our rhythmic sequence. Okay, and then let's move this over here a little bit more. Let's copy our counter and our messages, and this time let's make these more relevant to our pitches. Okay, I'm going to start this one off by saying 125. Okay, and let's go ahead and we want this to be a mod 7. Okay, we want that to be mod 7. And let's change this. We're going to say we want this to be 72. Actually, let's make it 73. We'll have the chromatic complement to our first whole tone scale. And 75, 77, and 79. Okay. And then we need some more room here. Okay. Let's move these over. This is duplicate. And we're going to say 81, 83, 85. We'll change this to be select 4, 5, and 6. Let's go ahead and attach that there. Let's attach that there. Attach that there. Okay, let's create a TBB. Attach our metronome. Okay. Attach this one to this integer. This one to this integer. We'll put our rhythms back up here into the metronome. Okay. And then let's create another next message. Next, $1. Okay, and then let's attach our MIDI note numbers here to this. Next. Okay, we'll attach that. We will attach that and that. We'll put this here. We're going to create another signal multiplier. This one, we'll boost the volume of it a little bit. Okay. Let's attach that to the left inlet of the DAC. And let's go ahead and attach our clone to this here. Let's bring up our attack just a little bit, and our mod freak. And let's bring up the mod depth really high on this one. Let's create a bang so that we can turn on both of our toggle boxes. And then let's see what happens. Okay? All right, everybody. That'll do it for lesson 4. All of you have a great day. Thank you.